Israel has withdrawn its candidacy to become a member of the UN Security Council. Israel's mission at the UN said in a statement, quote, "After consulting with our partners, including our good friends, the State of Israel has decided to postpone its candidacy for a seat on the Security Council," unquote. Israel was competing with Germany and Belgium for 2 seats at the UN Security Council. The seats will represent the so-called Western Group of States on the UN's most powerful body starting in January. The questions are, is Israel qualified to become a member of the UN Security Council, and would the regime use its membership at the body to advance its agenda at the expense of Palestinians and other regional nations?
Well, Israel is deeply unpopular and really hated and despised by many members of the United Nations General Assembly. And I believe, if my memory serves me right, they have to get a fairly large proportion of the votes in the General Assembly to become one of the temporary members of the Security Council.
The UN says Israel abandoned its bid for being a member of the Security Council because it knew its chances of success were slim. The Security Council consists of 5 permanent members, namely Britain, China, France, Russia and the United States, while the 10 other seats are taken by elected members that serve 2-year terms. Even if a country is proposed as a certain region's candidate for a seat, it still needs to win more than 2/3 of the overall vote in the 193-nation General Assembly. That would have made it difficult for the Israeli regime to secure enough votes there, given the fact that Tel Aviv is disliked by many members of the Assembly.
They've been very honest about it, which is unusual. A definite failure, that the chance of securing the number of votes that they needed was exceedingly remote.
Israel has already been condemned multiple times at the UN General Assembly over its rights abuses against Palestinians. Israel is oppressing Palestinians almost on a daily basis. It has grabbed large swathes of land from Palestinians for its settlement expansions, which are illegal under international law. Tel Aviv cracks down on them daily in the West Bank and launches airstrikes on Gaza time and again. Israel has waged several wars on the besieged territory in the past. The Israeli regime has been repeatedly accused by rights groups of war crimes against Palestinians. It is not worried about such accusations, though, as it enjoys full support from the US, a veto-holding power of the UN Security Council.
I mean, we have to remember that the European states, as well as America, have turned a blind eye to Israel while it's committed grotesque crimes against the people of Palestine. But the one thing that they don't like is failure, and Israel seems to be failing to suppress the Palestinian people. And the heroism of the demonstrations on the so-called Gaza border, the massacres that have taken place, the maiming of thousands, sends a message to European chancelleries that they really better not get too close to Israel in terms of public opinion, because public opinion in these states is very hostile to Israel.